These are the days down at Towford where you really see the potential. I was actually down yesterday as well. I stayed over on Friday night, it's Sunday today. Today's visit, not an awful lot of work going on, just wee bits of prep here and there. I've also taken the door off our composting toilet because that was an old door and it was far too heavy and it had sagged and it didn't look great. It was a saggy door, not great. Also a danger that it might just fall off mid-jobby, that's never good. So that's off. I might leave that off. I have wood to build a lighter, sturdier door, but I want to leave that for young people to do because it's something that's attainable for them. That would be a good learning experience for them. That sounds really patronising, it's just a door bit. And then we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about a huge loss to the YouTube community in a minute. Clearing the sod, turf off this hard standing is quite possibly the most tedious, labour intensive task in all of the 12 acres of Towford. It is just a ball ache. So, about that sad loss to the YouTube community. Some of you will be familiar with the Demolition Ranch channel, the Off the Ranch channel. These are the channels ran by Matt Carriker, Texas gun tuber. We have quite a lot in common with Demolition Ranch / Off the Ranch, and I have quite a lot in common with Matt Carriker. No, wait. In many regards, I could be considered to be the Scottish Matt Carriker. I am handsome, I have a certain gravitas, I have guns. Don't have an awful lot in common with Matt Carriker. I do have guns though. Not firearms, not guns in the way that he does, but air guns, and I have quite a lot of them as well. I don't know how that, I just do. Don't tell anyone. It's not like a creepy thing, I just do. I've collected them. The idea was to give young people experience with different types of guns, but that's not important. What is important is now that Off the Ranch and Demolition Ranch have closed down, have stopped producing videos, are no longer putting videos out, where do you all go? What options are there out there for you? Obviously the Texas gun tuber scene is still there, and the Brendan Herreras, the donut operators, all the other American gun tubers are there if you want them. And obviously Matt Carriker did more than just shoot guns, he did other things as well. He had his mansion project. Arguably, it could be said that we also have a mansion project. Maybe. He had his resort, which was a huge thing, and I just thought that was what an amazing thing to do. The thing is that actually there's quite a lot in common with what we're doing down here. For example, Matt Carriker has a range at home and has a range on his ranch. We have a shooting range. It's not a very good shooting range, but it's a shooting range. Matt Carriker has lots of property, lots of buildings to look after. We have land, and lots of it. Not as much as he does, but we've got land. Matt Carriker has a river. We have a river, and I have to say, in the sunshine, it is looking particularly fine, although I'm not going in it. Matt Carriker and the Demolition Ranch / Off the Ranch channel has a pond. We have a pond. Matt Carriker has vehicles. We've got ride-on lawnmowers. So I think if some of his 10 million or so followers could possibly gravitate in our direction, that would be just spiffy. The last thing to say for this video is that we're changing our volunteering model. That sounds quite grand, and it isn't really meant to be, and it isn't, frankly. We are unashamedly an organisation that is supposed to be organised by young people for other young people. The whole point of this, it's in our charitable aims, is that young people come down, maintain, do work, renovate, and keep everything going here, so that other young people who possibly might be less fortunate than they are and maybe have less of an opportunity to access these types of spaces can come down and enjoy them. It is an organisation by young people for young people. But listen, here's the thing, it turns out young people don't like the outdoors anymore. They prefer to stay in their bedrooms, press buttons on phones, dab at screens, all that kind of stuff. And that's fine, okay, that's fine, I get that. So we have to move with the times. The young people that we had great young people coming in, and we still do, and I absolutely 100% thank them for it. I just think that the time they've spent down here and the time they continue to spend down here, I appreciate it, and I appreciate them, and I appreciate you if you're watching. If you're watching, I appreciate that, I really do. And I know I might moan, but what you have to understand is I'm old, and that's what old people do. We have very little left in our lives except to moan, okay? And it's just a cross that young people have to bear, okay? That's just the reality. But given that a lot of the young people that we did have moved on, have gone to university, or they've gone to do other things, which is absolutely fair enough. It's not prison, it's not like indentured servitude. What we're going to try and do is appeal to adults, specifically adults down in the Jedburgh area. So we're going to investigate that and see if we can get work parties. God, it sounds really awful. It wouldn't just be work parties. I mean, yeah, come down, do some work, but enjoy the land, sit down, have a chat, improve your mental health, get into the fresh air, into the outdoors, have a bit of a laugh and meet like-minded people, and also share your skills. Point is that there's still value in coming to a place like Towford and spending time with your mates outside, digging holes, having a laugh, stop for half an hour, chat, ride the lawnmowers, arse about, go in the river. It's not all work, and it wouldn't be all work for adults either. It's supposed to be a social thing as well. We forget that sometimes in our voluntary endeavours, that it is a voluntary endeavour, it's not work. That's all I've got for this week's video. Not an awful lot of work, quite a lot of words. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, please subscribe. We really want to build this channel up and get some money out of it. And also, check out our coffee link. We've got a link in the description for our tip service. It means you can make a wee donation and we can buy some nuts and bolts or screws or a new hammer. Tools, we can buy tools, it's amazing. We'll see you in the next video.